Chapter 14 70 Days Missing. Amazon delivery, madam. The guard at the icon entrance told me on the building intercom. I checked the time, 11 am. Suhana was in school, Manish in his office. Can you please send him up to my apartment? I said. He dropped the packet for you and left. Didn't even wait for a signature, the guard said. I sent my maid, Neelu, to the main gate to bring it up. Neelu came back with a brown cardboard box large enough to fit a basketball. The package had the Amazon logo and our address printed on it. However, it did not have any invoice or receipt. I kept it on the dining table and WhatsApped Manish. Hi, you there? Yeah, sitting with the new app developers. Anything urgent? He replied. Did you order anything from Amazon? No, Manish said. Chat later, bit busy. I brought a knife from the kitchen and slit open one of the edge of the box. I found a big transparent plastic bag inside. I saw the contents and screamed so loud. Neelu came running from the kitchen. What happened, Didi? Neelu said. My head was swimming. I dropped the knife, which narrowly missed my foot. Didi, Neelu said. She forced me to sit down. I have to call Manish, I said unsteadily as I tried to hold my phone. I dialed Manish's number twice. He cut my call each time. Neelu went back to the kitchen. Busy, I didn't order anything, told you. Manish sent me a message. Please call Manish urgent. He called me back. What is it, Alia? These developers have come from Bangalore and Manish, can you come home now? Now? I told you, I am with people. Come home, Manish, I said, my voice tensed. What happened? I was finding it difficult to talk, to breathe. Manish, I think I am having a panic attack. Please come, I said and ended the call. I stared at the packet and the packet stared back at me. Neither of us blinked. The doorbell rang. 15 minutes later, Neelu answered the doorbell. This better be important, Manish said, entering the house. I pointed to the dining table. What? What's in that box? He picked it up. Oh my God, he said. When he saw the contents, Sia's night suit, the one she had worn the night she disappeared, lay crumpled inside. The baby blue t-shirt and pajama had pink and white sunflakes printed all over them. The t-shirt had a picture of Elsa from the movie Frozen. Manish had bought that night suit from a Disney store in London while on a work trip 2 years ago. Who sent this? Manish said in a shaky voice. Somebody dropped it at the main gate and left. What else is in the packet? He said. I shrugged. I hadn't summoned up the courage to look at the rest of the contents yet. Should we check? Manish said, or call the police first. I don't know, Manish. My mind is not working right now. What was Sia wearing if her night suit was with us? What must my daughter be going through? 70 days since she had left us. I had been learning to somehow survive the days without losing my balance. This box had unsettled it all. I could neither move my body nor use my brain. I simply kept staring at the printed snowflakes inside the transparent packet. There could be fingerprints, Manish said. I'll call Chautala. Chautala and Viren arrived soon after Manish called them. I hadn't moved from the dining table. Where is the evidence? Viren said. The little belongings of my daughter were now being called evidence. I pointed at the plastic packet. Viren, who carried a forensic toolkit with him, took out a pair of rubber gloves, calipers, and a powder to help find fingerprints. He slipped on the gloves before he began examining the parcel. It's an Amazon box, but recycled, Viren said, opening the cardboard box. He used his calipers to pry open the plastic packet. He pulled out the top of the night suit first, followed by the pants. Anything else inside? Chautala said. Viren carefully took out a lock of light brown, curly hair from inside the packet. Sia's? Chautala said. I nodded, paralyzed. Viren took out a pair of diamond ear studs. Sia's? Manish said. What's this? Viren took out a tiny ceramic box. He opened the lid. It had a black ash-like substance in it. He kept it on the table. Viren spread out Sia's nightsuit on the dining table. Princess Elsa smiled up at us, even though her face had brown stains on it. Frozen, the story about two sisters in a palace, was a favorite of both my daughters. The pajamas had brown marks all over them too. All this belongings to Sia? Chotala said. Yes, I said. She was wearing this that night, but I don't recognize the box with the black powder. It's ash, madam. Seems like ash after you burn a body, Viren said. We'll get it checked, though, to see if it contained human remains. I gripped the table hard as I observed what he had said. Viren took pictures of all the items laid on the table. Afterwards, he collected each item and placed it in a separate plastic packet to be marked as evidence. We'll get the clothes analyzed too, Viren said. What will you be checking for? Manish said. The brown stains look like dried blood. We'll confirm if it belongs to Sia, Viren said. We can compare the DNA with the hair sample. Madam, you sure that's Sia's hair, right? Chotala said. I held on to the table, unable to speak. Madam, Chotala said. You are sure this is Sia's hair, right? Yes, Manish answered for me. What does this mean, Chotala sir? He said as the inspector and Viren began walking out of the room. I don't want to jump to conclusion, Chotala said. Let's wait for the reports. But aren't these clues? Can't all this help us find Sia? We'll see, Chotala said. He was almost out of the door when I ran after him. The person who has Sia sent it, I said, and he's out there. He's out there with Sia and sending couriers to us. We have to catch him. Chotala looked beyond me. What, sir? Say something, I said. He is out there, yes. But I am not sure Sia is there with him now. What do you mean, sir? I said. Ashes, blood, victim stress, no ransom note, the only valuable item, the diamond earrings, even those have been returned. I am fearing the worst. What worst? Nothing. We have to find Sia. Chotala signed and shook his head. Are you sure, sir? How can that be? Manish said. Look like the kidnapper ended up hurting Sia. Maybe he didn't intend to. She died. He cremated her and sent you the package. Why would he send the package? I yelled. Many reasons. To get rid of the evidence, to make you stop looking, to help you get some closure. Closure? I looked straight at Chotala. Not the closure you wanted, madam. Sorry, Chotala said as he and Viren left my house. 83 days missing. The police are doing a press conference without informing us, I said. Yeah, Manish said, removing his shoes. They did inform us though. Told us to watch the coverage on TV tonight. They just didn't invite us. Manish had just returned from work at 9 p.m. He had left at 7 in the morning, saying the new app development required a lot of work. He removed his socks, sat on the sofa, and stretched his legs. I have a midnight call as well with a potential partner in San Francisco, Manish said. Did you have to start such a big project in the middle of what we are going through? I said. I told you it helps take my mind off Sia. Plus the business needs the money. What do you mean? I am trying to find an investor from abroad, but you are not helping find Sia. What can I do anyways? Manish said. He went to the bar and poured himself half a glass of scotch. He came back and sat on the sofa. Where's the TV remote? Let's see if Chotala's press conference came on the news. I tossed him the remote. Do you want to talk? Manish said. No thanks. Let's watch TV. Then do your call. Do business. Alia, the business needs attention. First the lockdown, then our family reputation dragged through the mud. It has hurt our brand. I am sorry my kidnapped daughter affected your brand and marketing, Manish. I took the remote back from Manish and switched on the TV. I flipped through the news channels. One was showing old footage from the PM's trip to Europe. He was telling NRIs how India was the best place. The NRIs cheered loudly, wholeheartedly agreeing, even though They were choosing not to live in India themselves. Finally, I found a channel that was showing the press conference. The Gurugram police today gave another briefing on the Sia Arora case. A reporter said on screen. The visuals changes to Chautala, flanked by Viren and Rajan in the station conference room. Chautala addressed the reporters. Around 2 weeks ago, the Arora family received a parcel. It had Sia's diamond earrings, hair and blood-stained clothes. DNA testing confirmed Sia's blood and hair. There was also a small box with ash, which although hard to analyze, could be her remains after cremation. The ash samples had traces of Sia's blood DNA in them. What the hell? Manish said. Shouldn't he tell us this first? I ignored Manish and raised the volume of the TV. An unidentified man on a bike dropped off the box outside the building where Manish and Alia Arora live. He was wearing a full helmet, so the CCTV footage at the building gate doesn't reveal his identity, Chautala said. Anyway, we are sad to say this, but we now believe the victim Sia Arora may be dead. Journalists scrambled to ask questions. What about catching the kidnapper, sir? Said one. The kidnapper is still at large. However, with the victim deceased and no further leads, it is difficult to pursue this case. What about the family, sir? Another reporter said. We have investigated the family thoroughly. There is no evidence to suggest their involvement. They have been interrogated enough. Police records can be checked. Any other suspects, sir? One reporter said. The cook is still in custody for cheating and fraud. We have spoken to some other people. However, there is no evidence against anyone. Is this a murder case to now, sir? A reporter said. Possibly, Chautala said. Manish turned off the TV. Talk, he said, turning towards me. I stalked into the bedroom and slammed the door shut. It's not reasonable. It's nonsense, I shouted. Stop screaming. The kids will hear, said Mamiji, with the frown she reserved just for me. Beta, I understand your feeling, but you saw the package. She is not with us anymore, Papaji said. He closed his eyes and folded his hands up to the sky. We were all sitting at the dining table in Navratna house. Don't say that, I said. We haven't caught the kidnapper, have we? It will be difficult to find him. It could be anyone, and even if we do, will it bring Sia back? Timmy said. Chautala had called my in-laws post the press conference. He had convinced them to stop pursuing the case. So Chautala said, close the case, I said. No, Alia, not exactly that, Timmy said. He said to re-clarify it as a cold case. What's that? A dead case? I said. No, it means the case is out of lead or direction at the moment. If something new is found, it could be revived. It means a dead case, Timmy Bhaiya, I said, frustrated. Again this girl is shouting. Is this how you speak to your Jate? Mamiji said. I am not shouting, Mamiji. I am only making my point. Disrespectful girl, Mamiji said. I looked at Manish. He remained silent. Chautala plans to retire in a year, Papaji said. In his last year, he doesn't want a blemish on his career. Wait, let me read out what he sent me. Papaji picked up his phone. He wore his reading glasses and read out the message. Arora ji, police will say that we remain open to further investigation if we get more leads. However, for now we will pause investigation on the case as we don't have lead and Sia may not even be alive. However, the police will also confirm that the Arora family is absolutely innocent and not involved. On your part, you put out that you will go with what the police says as you trust them and that the family thanks the police for their sincere efforts. Papaji kept the phone back on the dining table and removed his glasses. They don't want to work on the case anymore, I said in a flat voice. That's all. He is also offering to clear our name. Do you realize the value of that? Timmy said. Manish, I said, turning to him. What do you think? God damn it, say something, is what I really wanted to say to my husband. Papaji lost 10 big lines. A statement like this from the police clearing the family will really help. That's value in it. Manish, seriously? I said, stunned. What? He looked puzzled. What about Sia? I said. The police will stop working on the case anyway. Alia, Manish said. Whether we agree to this or not, this way we make them look good and they clear our name. That's the deal. Deal? Is this about a deal or about our daughter? I said. Manish fell silent. My mother-in-law's diamond encrusted gold bangles made a hard thud as she banged her hands on the table. Are you done? She said. I have to go do my meditation.